let's check out the twinkly decoration lights. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Dial Home Tech. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the twinkly decoration lights. But before we start, here in this channel, we are taking a look at some home automation, smart home technology, and doing some tech reviews. So if that's something that interests you, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also hit the little bell so you get notified when my new videos come out. Alright, so I got an overwhelming amount of messages on my social media over the last few days because of a picture that I posted in some videos about my Christmas tree this year. Well, if you don't know, I did purchase the twinkly decoration lights to throw it on my Christmas tree this year, and boy was it a hit with my family and my close friends too. The twinkly lights take the good old little glass Christmas lights from your Christmas tree and bring it to a whole new level of LED RGB goodness. So the lights are not only really cool looking, but they have the smarts. They have a built-in timer to go on and off at a certain time. They do have Amazon Alexa support as well as Google Home Assistant. So the way that these lights work is that once you have them wrapped around your tree, extended on your porch or your door, you're gonna be using a mapping algorithm present in the Twinkly app to map where every single LED is in order to properly display all the effects and all the lights they're gonna be using and being edited right there on the application. Once the lights are mapped, you're gonna be using the application to propagate the effect that you want onto the lights that you have just installed. Now you can sync multiple strips, multiple units, and even multiple lights based and depending on how many strips that you have or how many types of devices from Twinkly that you've purchased. Now there are a ton of presets and effects that you can create, that you can choose from, that you and your family are definitely gonna have a good time playing around the Christmas tree this year. Now these lights are an absolute hit with kids. My son loves playing with the colors and the twinkly effects and all the changing paces and everything. It's really cool. Some of the presets can be synced with music, so that's another really cool added bonus. It does use your mobile device microphone in order to sync with the music, so it's listening to whatever it's being played, if it's a song or noise around the room, and then the lights will react according to the noise or music level within the room. Super easy to install as well as sync to the application. They are synced via Bluetooth, but do reside on your local Wi-Fi network. As I mentioned before, they do have a smart sense where they can be set up based on timers, when to go on, when to go off. So what I did with mine is that I actually plug it to a smart plug on the wall and created a scene. So every time I tell Alexa it's Christmas time, my Christmas tree just lights up on my preferred effect. There were a couple of things I noticed during my time with the lights is that if you do happen to have the app installed on two different devices but connected to the same lights, they tend not to play so nicely together. Sometimes you have to restart one app in order to sync another app. So ultimately you don't want two applications controlling the same lights. So I see what they did there, but there are some issues whenever going from one app of one device onto another app on another device. I also noticed some challenging aspects around the mapping when you have a lot of reflective objects around the Christmas tree. So if your Christmas tree is near a window, or if you have like shiny hardwood floors or something like that, it does pick up some of the reflections from the window or the floors and thinks that they are actually lights, so it adds them as potential lights to your setup, which is not ideal, but the fix to that is actually close your windows, maybe throw a blanket on the floor around where your Christmas tree is if you have very reflective floors, and that should do the trick. Now, if you haven't found them online yet, you're probably wondering how much do they cost. And yes, they're not cheap, they are a little on the expensive side, but you can tell that the build quality, packaging, and everything around the lights is really well done and sturdy. So I'm hoping that they will last for a while, so let's see how that goes. I will leave a link to the products in my description, and they can be picked up on your kind of typical store, Amazon, Walmart, Kohl's, Target. I even think like Home Depot and Lowe's might have them. I'm not sure what's your local store when it comes to those. but they can be bought on those stores or ordered online. A regular strip of about 250 lights will cost you $159 on Amazon. They do have strips of 150. They also have strips of 400, and the price adjusts according to the amount of lights that you're getting, obviously. But you can kind of play around. I picked up 2 strips of 150 lights because I felt I only needed about 300 lights for my Christmas tree and not the actual full 400. So you can play with them like that. They do sync up really nicely. It's very easy to do it. So it shouldn't be a problem if you're looking to get 2 or more strips to use it on your setup. All in all, if you have the money to spare and you are looking to pick up Twinkly lights, they are definitely a good pickup and are gonna be a huge success around your Christmas tree in many years to come. Alright guys, this about wraps it up for this one. If you found this content useful, if you like what you saw, please don't forget to hit that like button. It helps me a ton. And also, if you haven't yet, you can check me out on social media at @DialHomeTech, where I post weekly snippets about home automation, smart home technology, and about my tech reviews, like this very one. Alright guys, we are super close to the 500 subscriber goal by the end of the year. So if you want to help me out, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, I'm Dial. See ya.